Hey, Maximizers! Welcome to my life. If this is your first time watching me, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer, and I am a content coach. And I help business owners use YouTube to create to create consistent content that converts into consistent sales. And I try to help them make at least a minimum of an extra $1,000 per month. I have been creating content on Beyonce's internet since 2018. And I started off teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, how to meal plan, how to strategically shop so they can get the things that they want, like, and need without paying full price. In 2020, my clients were like, "Hey, Crystal, can you help us start a YouTube channel? Can you help us start a business? Can you help us start a side hustle? Because there's a pandemic out here and we need to make money." And I was like, okay. And my business coach was like, "Hey, Crystal, you're one of our star students. We want you to come and coach in my coaching program. Like, will you coach my people?" And I was like, okay. So in 2020, I accidentally became a business coach. It wasn't my goal. It wasn't my intention. It wasn't my focus. It wasn't even a thought in my mind to be a business coach. But out of a need to serve my clients and a need to help my business coach, I accidentally became a business coach. And you want to know what happened? I absolutely fell in love with business coaching. So get this, for 3 years, I did both. I was in both directions. Forward facing, I was your couponing girl. I had been on the news over 30 times. I helped hundreds of clients save tens of thousands of dollars. And then behind the scenes, I ran my very first YouTube channel on a budget coaching program. That was the first business coaching program I ever started, YouTube channel on a budget. I also did side hustle on a budget. Then I created a reoccurring monthly membership / coaching program called the Moneymakers Academy. I ran workshops, I ran boot camps, I did live series. Then I eventually had my side hustle society. I was signing one-on-one clients. I was doing all these things behind the scenes, business coaching wise. And then in 2023, my life fell apart. I was going through a 33-year-old crisis. I ended an engagement. There was things happening with Kinsley. I was unrest in the business. I was like, I feel like I'm being torn in multiple positions. I feel like I'm not doing anything really, really well because my focus is split. Life is lifing. I got kid stuff, and then I'm over here trying to do two different businesses with one audience, and I can't go on like this. Hey, Royalty Reed, thank you so much for joining. So I said I need to pick one. Okay. And I was in this place where I was reading We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rodgers. I was feeling really empowered. My business coaching clients were making thousands of dollars. And I said, you know what? Nothing bad happens when women make more money. Helping someone start a business from scratch is life changing. I said, I'm going to be a business coach. And it was so hard for me to make that decision. I struggled all 2023 with imposter syndrome and trying to see, like, who did I think I was? I'm the couponing girl. How dare I become a business coach? How dare I not serve the clients who made me Krista Maximizer? How dare I turn my back on a six-figure business that I'm running with couponing to be a business coach? I struggled, okay? Then I had to look at my evidence of my business coaching clients, and they were doing really, really well. Some of them who I helped start a YouTube channel in 2020 still have their YouTube channels right now today. So I said, you know what? I'm going to be a business coach. And in 2024, I was depressed all of 2024 because I ended that engagement. I changed my business. Things changed with Kinsley. I was like completely depressed, mostly for the engagement. The Kinsley thing was a good thing. Depression. I was depressed. Basically, let's just call all of 2024 depressed. And I was throwing spaghetti at the wall, trying to figure out the type of business coach I was going to be. And anything was barely sticking. I can count on my two hands the amount of clients that I signed in 2024, just trying to figure out, like, what kind of business coach. Hey, Dakota, who am I talking to? My audience. I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to Instagram, TikTok, both of my YouTube channels, and my Facebook business page. And I was like, I don't know what type of business coach I'm going to be. I don't know what my area, what my niche is, what my focus is. I don't know what my secret sauce is. I don't know what makes me different from every other business coach. And I said, I need to figure that out. So in 2024, I was really figuring out, like, what type of business coach am I going to be? Hey, Dakota, thank you so much. My evening is going great. I literally just got back from Disney with my daughter, and now I'm here live with y'all. So I'm doing really, really well. And I said, I need to figure out what kind of business coach I'm going to be. And I sat down and I said, what have I done really, really well in my business? And what have my clients come to me for? And I've helped them with that they've done really, really well with. And the answer to that question was content. I was a content machine. I have a business because I started a YouTube channel and I started creating content. I've made multiple six figures in my business from my content. Without my YouTube channel, without me creating content, I'm not a business owner. Hey, Otis, thank you so much for joining. So, with that being said, I said, you know what? I'm going to be a content coach. And at the end of 2024, I made that distinction that I am going to be a business coach that helps other business owners with their content. I sign new clients every single month for like 5 months in a row with that new mindset. And then in 2025, I said I need to get even more specific. Something that I was running away from was niching down to YouTube because I still was thinking, oh, I want to be open to all platforms. And I am. And I will coach you on TikTok and I will coach you on Instagram and I will coach you on Facebook. I've made money in sales from every single platform. I've been paid directly from every single platform. I've gotten clients from every single platform. I've done paid collaborations and posted videos on all 4 of those platforms. But YouTube is my main squeeze. I'm an EMT and a fireman. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for joining. I said, YouTube is my main squeeze. YouTube is the platform where you can make so much money. Okay. So much money. And I said, I want to focus on helping business owners use YouTube for their business. Clarity. I created a brand new coaching program, a membership called the Content Cash Out Membership that just launched on Saturday. We already have 4 lovely women in the membership. It officially starts on January 13th, but it officially starts. The first thing is on January 13th, but we already have 4 people in, and I am so freaking excited. Okay. For this membership, but it came from the clarity that I found in figuring out what's my secret sauce. Why am I a content machine? I've posted over 2,000 videos on YouTube. I've posted hundreds of videos on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. From all of that content, and I've gone live over 1,000 times, free and paid. From all of that content, I've been able to make over $400,000 in my business over the past 7 years. Insane, okay? Insane to do all from social media. I have not ran ads or anything like that. All of my sales have come from organic videos, organic lives, organic content. So I said, I am a content coach. When I look at my clients, I've helped my clients with content the most. If I can help my 60-year-old mother make reels on Instagram and get clients, I can help anyone with social media. So that is how I became a content coach. I didn't start off like that, but I started off in a niche where I had 10 plus years of experience. I've couponed since I was 18. I literally turned 36 this year. I've couponed every single year since I was 18 years old. And when I started my YouTube channel, I had 10 years of couponing experience. So I started my business doing something that I absolutely love, and I still love couponing. But it hasn't evolved into me being a content coach because I was posting a long form YouTube video every single day for the first like 14, 15 months of my business from 2018 when I started all the way through the end of 2019. I posted a long form YouTube video almost daily. I was posting 5 to 7 YouTube videos every single week. And these were not 10-minute videos. These were not shorts. Shorts didn't exist back then. I was posting 30 to 45-minute couponing vlogs, okay, every single day. I became a content machine. So because of that, I've been able to sell. I can sell on live. I can sell in stories. I can sell in long form video. I can sell in short form video. I've been able to create a multiple 6-figure business with my content. Which brings me to my topic today, where I am going to teach you my strategy for creating a week's worth of content with one idea. We're going to take one idea and I'm going to teach you how to make 3 to 5 videos from this content. but I would love to know who's here. So let me know down in the comments, where are you watching from? What city, what state, what country are you watching from? And I need to know, what is your main social media platform for your business? If you could only pick one, what is your main social media platform? And let me know down in the comments. Liv says, glad you're continuing to grow. We miss Swap, by the way. I literally had someone DM me on Instagram, like, I just seen one of your budgeting videos. Where is this budgeting program? And I was like, it's gone. But I do offer one-on-one coaching. And sometimes I miss it. Okay. Sometimes I miss my Money Saving Academy. Sometimes I miss doing all of the couponing things. I really do. That's just me being honest. I miss it. But that's also why I decided to create my brand new membership called the Content Cash Out Membership. And the Content Cash Out Membership is for business owners who want to use YouTube to market their business and make sales. And then I'm going to help you use TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook as your secondary platform to make sales. Now, I have some ladies in the Content Cash Out Membership whose main platforms are Instagram, or their main platforms are TikTok. The strategies that I'm going to teach you for YouTube can work across all platforms. But I just want to go deep with YouTube in the Content Cash Out Membership. And the purpose of this membership is to help you create consistent content to market your business and make more sales. My goal is to help you add an additional $1,000 per month in your business from you creating consistent content. And I'm going to teach you my method for batching your content for the month. I am going to teach you how to make sales through your content every single week. I'm also going to teach you how to grow your email list, because just posting your content is not enough. You need a place for your audience to come off of social media into your email list. Now, the membership operates just like the Money Saving Academy did, except we're talking about content and sales in our business. So I'm live coaching 3 times a month. My memberships, my coaching programs, I'm all about teaching live. I'm not about to shove a course at you and say, hey, watch these modules. No, I'm teaching you live on Zoom, meaning you have the opportunity to ask me a question. Hello, Between. Thank you so much for joining. You have the opportunity to ask me questions, and I have the opportunity to ask you questions, give you feedback, and actually coach you. So I'm teaching live 3 times per month. One of those lives is us planning your content together for the month. So when you leave that live workshop, you're going to be able to just go and record your content, and you're going to have content for the whole month. We're going to do a monthly workshop on a topic: how to start a YouTube channel, how to make sales, how to go live, whatever topic we need for that month, we'll do a live workshop. Then we're going to have one hot seat coaching, meaning you're going to come in the hot seat. You're going to ask me a question, something that you're struggling with, something you need help with, and I'm going to coach you live in the group. So you're going to get one-on-one coaching within the group. I want to help you make more sales in your business. So you're going to get all of that and a private Facebook group for $99 a month. So I decided to go back to my roots. I loved my Money Saving Academy so much, and it helped so many women. I served close to 1,000 women in that membership over 5 years. And I want to do the same, but even better in my Content Cash Out membership. Like, I want to help my audience make $1 million. I want my clients collectively, all of us together, to make $1 million in the Content Cash Out membership. Like, that is my goal. That is my vision, to help my clients make $1 million. Like, I can say, okay, I've helped my clients make $1 million from social media inside of this membership. That is the goal. So I just launched it. You can go to KristenMaximizer.com to sign up. It's only $99 a month. It is a 6-month minimum commitment. After that, you're free to go or you're free to stay. Okay. So it's the Content Cash Out membership. Now, tonight, we're talking all things content, and I'm going to teach you how to create a week's worth of content with one idea. So T Graham is here from upstate New York. Thank you so much for joining. Liv is here. Hey, Liv, and YouTube Awesome from Illinois. Would love to have you in the membership, Liv. Would love to have you in the membership. Okay, so let's talk about this. Okay, and anyone else who's just joined, let me know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from, and what is your main social media platform? Let me know. I ate so much junk today at Disney. Like, I can feel like popcorn kernels in my throat. We had popcorn, we had cotton candy, we had frozen lemonade. Like, I had a funnel cake, just junk, okay? Just straight junk. Anywho, let's get to the topic, because I will just talk and talk and talk and talk. Okay, so the first thing I want to say to you, if you don't remember anything from me on this live tonight, you should be planning your content for a month at a time, okay? I'm going to break down this method And I'm going to teach you how to plan your content for 1 week. But if you just do that 4 times, you have your content for the month. The way that you're going to be consistent is to plan your content for the month. The other thing that I want to say that's so important, when you are a business owner, your goal should be consistency, not virality. You should not be chasing trending audios, trends, dancing, unless it's relevant to your niche. Don't be trendy, be consistent. Don't try to go viral, be consistent. I don't have one viral video that made me. There's a lot of people, and no shade to them, they made 1 or 2 videos and that video got hundreds of thousands or millions of views and it like set them up and they, became an influencer, a big business owner because they had 1 or 2 videos go really viral. I have been consistently posting for 7 years. In 7 years, there's been about 6 months out of 7 years that I have not posted consistently. Between my 2 YouTube channels, I've been posting every week for 7 years. And there's 6 months in there where your girl wasn't posting. But 7 years. Consistency built Krista Maximizer, not virality and not trends. I built this thing brick by brick, week by week, video by video, okay? So you are going to want to be consistent. Your sales are not going to flow. Your audience is not going to grow if you are not consistent. You can't expect to post 2 times a month and get sales. You are not Kim Kardashian. You are not Beyonce. You are not Rihanna. That is not going to work for you. You have to be showing up every single week. And I'm going to teach you how. So you need to pick one social media platform as your main platform. Yes, we had a blast. The day in the life video will be coming out. If you follow me on Instagram, I did post in my Instagram stories. So if you go to my Instagram stories right now, you can see a little bit of it. And then I have a full day in the life that will be out sometime this month when that day in life comes up. So you can see us having a blast at Disney. But you need to pick one social media platform. You are not going to be stressing yourself out trying to post on every single platform. Okay. You need one main platform, one secondary platform. 7 years in, I do have the big 4 platforms and I have 2 YouTube channels, but I only plan my content for YouTube. I only post content for YouTube. Do I repost it on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook? Yes, but I don't sit down and say, what am I posting on TikTok this week? What am I posting on Instagram this week? No. What am I posting on YouTube? What can also be reposted elsewhere? That's it. That's all. So we are planning for one main social media platform. Once you know what platform you are posting for, I'm going to give you an example for YouTube. Okay. I'm going to give you an example using YouTube. So if YouTube is your main platform, you need to set your level of consistency. Now, this is going to vary person by person, business by business. You want to pick a level of consistency that you can stick to long term. If posting every single day is not something that you can commit to, that's 30 videos a month. 30. I just posted 25 videos in December and it was work. Okay. So if you can't commit to posting every single day for the next 3 years, that should not be your level of consistency. If you barely post 2 or 3 times a month right now, that can't be your level of consistency. So if you are doing YouTube as a business owner, I suggest a 1-3-1 weekly schedule. 1 long form video that is 8 to 10 minutes long. 3 shorts that are somewhere between 2 to 3 minutes long, and 1 live a week that's about 20-25 minutes long. 15-20 minutes, you can do a really quick live. That's going to give your weekly total 5 pieces of content, but it's going to be very easy to come up with it. Now, if your main platform is TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, LinkedIn, Threads, you want to pick 3 to 5 times per week for you to post. If you barely post right now, go with 3 times per week. 3 times per week is only 12 videos. And I'm saying videos because if you are a business owner, and I talked about this on my live last night, go watch that live. If you're a business owner, you should be posting video content. We're not posting stagnant posts. Yes, this is live. We are not posting a bunch of carousels. Video content. Why video content? Because you need to connect with your ideal client. In order for someone to buy from you, they need to know you, like you, and trust you. They can't know you, like you, and trust you from a little post. If this makes sense, type yes in the comments. If this makes sense on TikTok, can you please tap the screen? If this makes sense on TikTok, please. Okay. It helps TikTok to push out this live a little bit more. If that makes sense to you, let me know. Your audience needs to know you, like you, and trust you before they decide to give you their hard-earned money. And if I just post, join my membership, do you think anyone's going to join? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. Yes or no? If I just post, buy my lip gloss, do you think anyone is going to buy my lip gloss? If I just say, buy my lip gloss, no context, no reasonings, no why, do you think I'm going to make a sale? Go buy my one-on-one coaching. Just a picture with a link. Buy my one-on-one coaching. One that I really can't stand. Support a Black business. Buy from me. Just because you tell someone to do something doesn't mean they're going to do it. Okay? You need to be posting video content. Okay? Video content. Adonis says, I think video content is great. I just think a lot of people don't realize once we go to their profile and they have no location in the bio and no way of actually contacting them. I also agree with that. If you are a business and you're like a local business, you should have your general location and you should have some contact information. I'm an online business, so where I am is irrelevant because my coaching is all online, right? But you can DM me, you can email me, you can go to my website. My contact information is there. So I completely understand what you're saying. Video content is king for you to connect with your ideal clients so that they can feel comfortable from buying from you. So when we're talking about our level of consistency, again, for YouTube, 1 long form video, 3 shorts, and 1 live. We can work up to the live. And then for every other platform, 3 to 5 times per week. If you are barely posting once a week, you need to choose 3 times per week. Okay. So we're going to go with my YouTube schedule of we're posting 1 long form per week and 3 shorts per week pre-recorded. Okay. Now, you need to choose 1 topic for the week to focus on. Me and my sister talk about this all the time. Less is more. We don't need 55 different video topics. I want you to pick 1 topic. Okay. So I'm going to give you an example. Okay. Hold on. Oh, this is great. Okay. So hold on. Okay. So I'm going to give you an example. When you're trying to figure out video content ideas, and I did a live last night where I gave like 7 or 8 different types of video content that business owners can create. I want you to choose 1 topic to focus on. If you're like, Crystal, I don't know what to post. Here's some examples. You can go watch my live from last night, but here's some examples. Number 1, what is 1 question that you get all the time in your business? When I was a couponing coach, a money savings coach, how to coupon, how to budget, how to save money. Those are questions I get all the time. Every time I went live, someone would come on and say, I want to start couponing, but I don't know how. How do I get started couponing? And I had a simple 5 to 7 step answer of this is how you start couponing. That's literally a topic for the week that you can focus on. What is 1 question that you get all the time? We talked about this last night too. If you are repeating yourself as a business owner, you're doing the right thing. You should be repeating yourself. People need to hear things 10 to 15 times. You're going to hear me say the same shit all the time. Why? Because it works. You need to get it through your skull. You need to implement it. Okay. Most of the time, people get all this free content and they don't do nothing. When people pay, they pay attention, they do the work, they get results. Okay. So, what is 1 question you get all the time that you can answer? That could be a topic. Next, 1 piece of connection content. So, connection content is simply content that you create that attracts your ideal client to connect with you. And connection content is simply the what's in the why of your biz, your BIS, your business, your industry, and your story. So share the why. Why did you start your business? Why did you choose this industry? What's your story? Why did you decide to create this product? Why did you decide to start this at all? Why? Any of the whys about your business, your industry, or your story of creating your business, you can share that as a piece of content, your content idea for the week. Okay. I'm going to give you some real life examples too. Another type of topic you can use for the week: teach your audience something. This is how you coupon. This is how you budget. This is how you manage your money. I have an example of here as a weight loss coach. This is how to eat healthy when you travel. This is how to eat healthy on a budget. This is how to eat healthy when you got to cook something separate from your family. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Let me type yes in the comments if this makes sense. Tap the screen on TikTok and Instagram if this makes sense. Teach your audience something. Okay? Teach them something relevant. Teach them something that they may not know. Teach them something super, super simple. This is how you create content for the week with one idea. First, you got to pick the idea. I'm teaching you how to do something. I don't care if you make candles. What's the best way to put a candle out without getting the wax on your face? What about if you need to do a food channel? Oh, I love real life examples. Okay, so what's the food? I'm gonna talk about something I really like. Okay, we're gonna talk about cupcakes. Let's just say that you make cupcakes. Okay, how to keep your cupcakes moist when you bring them home from the bakery. How to not bake dry cupcakes. Okay. How to make cream cheese icing from home. Simple, right? Simple, simple, simple. Yes, you sell cupcakes, but you can also teach us how to make cupcakes, how to store cupcakes, how to make them from scratch, how to make them from a box, how to make them even more moist. Does this make sense? Because people are going to watch you and some people are going to DIY. And then you're going to get people that are like, I'll DIY sometimes when I have a baby shower, if I have a birthday party, if I have a holiday event. I don't want to do all of the baking. I'm going to hire you and buy the cupcakes from you. Does this make sense? How to cut an onion. I watched a TikTok yesterday on how to cut an onion. That's something very, very simple. If you are a food channel, teach us how to cut an onion. I saw a lady teach us how to make garlic powder. She made her own garlic powder. And I was like, I could do that. She literally just baked garlic and mushed it up. So freaking simple. Teach something very, very simple. Okay. And then the last topic that you could possibly come up with is tell us something about your offer, the thing that you actually sell, why we need it, why it's helpful, why it's the best, why it's going to give us more of what I want. Simple. I created the Content Cash Out membership to help you be consistent, to help you be held accountable, and to help you be supported as you grow your business marketing on social media. I know how hard it is to need help and not be able to afford it. I know how hard it is to want help and have questions and not have anyone to answer the questions. So I created a membership that's $99 per month that is going to help you create your content for a month at a time. And that's going to help you make sales in your business from your content. Okay. I created the Content Cash Out membership to help you make an additional $1,000 per month from your content. Now, it's going to take you probably a month or two to ramp up to that because you got to plan your content, batch your content, record your content, and get comfortable with it. Once you're comfortable, once you consistently stay consistent, you will start to make the sales. Doesn't happen overnight, but it takes day by day, week by week, month by month to get the results that you desire. Okay. That's something about my offer. Does this make sense? So pick one topic. That's 4 different ideas that you can create as your topic. Okay. We got it. Pick one topic. All of these topics you can go so many different ways with. And I want you to keep it simple. I want you to keep it simple. Okay. My topic: how to create content for the week with one idea. Okay. how to make sales on social media. I'll use that as my example topic. How to make sales on social media is my topic for the week. Okay. From this one topic, I want you to come up with 5 talking points for this topic. Okay. This is what I like to call outlining your topic. Okay. So, what did I say? How to make sales on social media? How to make sales on social media? That's the topic. So, if the topic is how to make sales on social media, I'm going to list out the steps of doing that. So, whatever topic you choose, you need to list out 5 talking points for that topic. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Yes in the comments if this makes sense. Tap the screen on TikTok and Instagram if this makes sense. So, how to make sales on social media. Number 1, you need a clear product. Number 2, you want to have one main social media platform that you are selling on. Number 3, you want to create a video sales letter, meaning you want to make a video that shares all the details about your offer. Okay. Number 4, you actually want to plan a launch date for when people can actually buy the product. And 2 weeks before that, you're going to talk and share everything about the product. We're going to answer all the questions. We're going to give all the details. We're going to do all the things. And then most importantly, you want to create connection content to connect with your ideal client so that they know that your product is about to launch and you can sell it. And then number 6, you are going to ask for the sale without saying buy. The way you do that is you teach your audience and you tell your audience why your offer is the best, why they need it, why it's going to solve their problem. That's the most important part of selling on social media, is sharing the why. That was 6 or 7 talking points. Y'all with me? I don't see no yeses yet. Does this make sense? Yes in the comments. Does this make sense? Tap the screen on TikTok. 5 talking points, 5 steps for your topic. Okay. Now, okay, I see some yeses coming in. Once you have those talking points, just bear with me. The main topic, how to make sales on social media with all those talking points, that's my long form YouTube video. How to make sales on social media with those talking points. That's my long form video for YouTube. And I'm going to show you how you can do this for YouTube and for TikTok and for Instagram. That's my long form topic with those 5 talking points. That's my long form video. I can talk for 8 to 10 minutes on that. For my 3 shorts, my first short, that's video number 2, is going to be that same thing, but a 2-minute version. So when I'm doing my long form video, maybe I talk about each talking point for like a minute and a half. When I do my short, I'm going to say, this is how you make sales on social media. And instead of talking for a minute and a half, I'm going to talk for 15 seconds about each talking point. You want to do this to do that. 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 That's video number 2. Same video, just in a different form. One, you're going to record horizontally. One, you're going to record vertically. The vertical one is going to be 2 to 3 minutes long. The horizontal one's going to be 8 to 10 minutes long. Same topic. That's 2 videos down. For my third short, we're going to pull one of those talking points. So one of the talking points is choose one main platform. So for my second short, my topic is going to be, this is why you need to choose one main platform when you're trying to make sales on social media. You want to focus in on your time. Trying to be everywhere, you'll end up being nowhere. And you want to sell to the audience that is already with you. Instead of trying to sell to new people, you want to sell to the existing people that are already there. And if you focus on your one main platform, you're not trying to reach new people. You're literally focusing on the people that are already there. That's really quick 3 talking points off the top of my head. So now you have 3 talking points for why you should be on one social media platform. That's my second short. We're 3 videos in. We only got 1 more to go. And for the last one, we're just going to pick another one of those talking points. One of the talking points were what? How to make sales on social media. Have a clear offer. This is why you need a clear offer when you're making sales on social media. If you're confused, your audience is confused. If you're trying to sell 5 things at once, your audience doesn't know what to buy, so they buy nothing. Versus when I tell you that the only offer that I have right now is the Content Cash Out membership, and it's going to help you consistently create content to market your business. I'm going to help you plan your content for 30 days at a time. I'm going to help keep you accountable. I'm going to audit your content. I'm going to answer all of your questions. I'm going to be there when you fall off the wagon. I don't care how many times you fall off. I'm going to help you get back on. This is why you need the Content Cash Out membership. When you look to work with me, you're looking at the Content Cash Out membership. You're not looking at that plus one-on-one, plus a strategy session, plus a VIP day. Then you're like, I don't know if I need any of this. Versus, I think I need the Content Cash Out membership. Let me book a sales call to see if this is actually going to help me. And if we talk and I'm like, actually, you might need one-on-one, that's cool. But I didn't confuse you by giving you a menu with 50,000 things and telling you what to pick. That was probably 2 minutes. I took one video topic that I outlined with 5 talking points, and I made 4 videos. And we're still talking about YouTube. So for my live, I'm going to pick any one of those videos, and I'm just going to talk about that on live. So it could be the video on how to make sales on social media. It could be the video on why you need to choose one social media platform. It could be the video on, what was the last one that I just did? Why you need to have one clear offer. My live will be the same exact shit from one of those videos. Why? Because people need to hear the same thing over and over again. There's people watching me right now that have been watching me for months, that have been watching me for years, and they're taking notes and they're learning something new, even though this is the stuff that I've been saying for probably a little over a year. Does this make sense? Let me know if this makes sense. Now, if you want to do the same thing for TikTok, for Instagram, or Facebook, same thing. Pick your one topic, 5 talking points. Instead of talking for 8 to 10 minutes, you just talk for 2 to 3 minutes short form. And then you take one of the talking points, make 2 or 3 talking points for that, and you have 2 or 3 minute videos. But you want to choose one topic, outline it thoroughly, and then just take the talking points and make those your additional videos. You do this 4 times, that's a month worth of content. The key to being consistent is planning. If you do not plan your content, you will not be consistent. Consistency is what's going to make you sales, not virality. Okay? Repeat this, and you have a month's worth of content. Do this every single month, and you have a month's worth of content with 4 video topics. Don't overthink this. Don't make this hard. Don't overwhelm yourself. It does not have to be hard. Keep it simple. Keep it focused. Okay? That is how you create a week's worth of content with one idea. I know that was intense. I'm really intense, and I know that was intense. Hey, activists, thank you so much for joining. But I'm really passionate about this, and I'm really here just to help you get to the next level in your business. So with that being said, the doors to my brand new Content Cash Out membership are here. They're open. I'm so excited. This is the only thing you're going to hear me talk about for the foreseeable future. I only have this membership and one-on-one coaching available. And I'm not even going to be talking about my one-on-one coaching. That's going to be on an as-needed basis only. I'm only talking about this Content Cash Out membership because I believe in it. And I have a goal to have 50 members in by March 31st. And I'm very excited for it. But first things first, we got to get to our first 15. And that's, well, our first 16, I should say. Got to get to our first 16. And I want to add one more lovely lady who joined us today, Nakisha. Welcome to the Content Cash Out membership. If you are new here, every time I start a new coaching program, I make a wall of fame. So as you can see up here, I have the logo for the Content Cash Out membership, and I have the sticky notes. Every time someone joins, your name gets to be on a sticky note. These sticky notes will be here until March 31st. Now, I'm going to be traveling some, so I might not always be with the wall of fame, but you will get your sticky note. You best believe you will get your sticky note. So Nakisha, I'm so excited to be working with you again. I've worked with her over the past year on and off. So I'm very excited to have you in the Content Cash Out membership. If you're interested in joining the membership, all you have to do is go to KristaMaximizer.com, click on membership, and get inside. We start on January 13th. We are having a welcome party around January 11th. Yes, welcome party is on January 11th. Our first coaching call is on January 13th. You don't want to miss it. It's only $99 per month. Come invest in yourself. Come get supported. Come create this content. So I would love to know, was this helpful for you? Yes or no? And do you have any questions? So if you don't have any questions, let me know if this was helpful. If you do have questions, I'm here to answer. Thanks, Liv. I'm here to answer them. I'll stay on for a few minutes. I'm dog tired. I'm working on doing 8,000 steps a day. We did 13,000 steps at Disney. Well, we did about 12,500 at Disney, but since I've been walking home, walking around the house, getting this prepared, I'm over 13,000. So I'm feeling my legs, my calves are like, I'm tired, but I'm very happy that I have them. That I got my 8,000 steps in for today. That is something that I'm really working on. At the end of 2025, my goal was 7,000. I want to get back to doing my 10,000 a day, but I had to work myself up to it because I completely fell off. So I worked the past like 3-4 months of doing 7,000 every day. Now my new minimum is 8,000 a day, and I've been getting to it. Got to be very intentional. I'm like, if I do 3 15-minute like dedicated walks, I'll do it. And I just walk around my house. I walk around my kitchen, my living room, my bathroom. While I'm editing a video, I'll be standing up and walking around like, how can I do this standing? Okay. And it allows me to get my steps in. But let's get Nikisha on the wall of fame. So that's 4 down. My goal is 16. So we have 4 down, 12 more ladies to go for this month to get in the membership. You don't want to miss it. Oh, I forgot about the bonuses. Okay. So there's 2 epic bonuses right now. Number 1, you get a YouTube audit. So when you join the Content Cash Out membership, I think by Sunday, I don't know the day that it ends, but when you join the Content Cash Out membership between now and the day that we have the welcome party, which is January 11th, you are going to get a YouTube audit. So I'm going to review your YouTube channel, give you feedback. The YouTube audit comes with a 20-minute one-on-one debrief call where we're going to get on a Zoom call together and we're going to go over your feedback from your audit. And also, you're going to get a TikTok or Instagram audit where I'm going to go through your TikTok and Instagram profile, let you know what to do to update your bio, some things that you can do to update your content to make sure that you are putting your best foot forward with connecting with your audience and making sales in your business. So you get a YouTube audit, TikTok and or Instagram audit, and you get a 20-minute one-on-one coaching call with me when you join the Content Cash Out membership as our brand new members, because it just opened and I'm so excited. I had my last membership for 5 years, and then it's been closed down since February of 2024. So all of 2024, all of 2025, I did not have a membership. And now I'm starting off 2026 with a membership, and this feels right. This feels like the perfect offer. Okay. So do we have any questions? Thank you. Do we have any questions before we go? If you're on my email list, you already got an email today about the membership. If you're not on my email list already, make sure you go join my email list. It's totally free. One thing that I'm doing for my email list this year is you are getting a free live training every month that's for the email list only. So it's an exclusive way to get a private training from me and the opportunity for private coaching. It's something I'm going to offer once per month. It's going to be a live similar to this, but it's going to be for email list only subscribers. And you'll have the opportunity to come on camera with me if you have any questions. So this is email list exclusive. So to get on my email list, you can just go to KristaMaximizer.com and click on join the list. Okay. All right. Before I sign off, do we have any questions? Any questions before I sign off? Questions. Is the welcome party on Zoom or YouTube? So the welcome party for the Content Cash Out membership is going to be on Zoom privately in the group. So you have to be a part of the membership in order to be able to come to the welcome party. I'm not sure if you're one of my clients because y'all be having different names on every different social media platform. So if you are one of the 4 ladies that joined the membership, then you will get access to the welcome party. It will be via Zoom. All of our coaching calls are via Zoom. All of them are via Zoom. Have a great night. I hope she is. If you go watch my Instagram stories, you'll see us at Disney. But I dropped her back off with her daddy. She back at her daddy house, y'all. If you don't see Kinsley with me, just know that she is with her daddy. Okay? Because she is in her basketball baby baller era, and her dad is on it. Like, he's the person that she needs to be with during this time. So yeah, the girl has practice every day, workouts, trainings, all the things. So she be with her daddy more than she be with me. And I'm fine. She's living her best life. But we went to Disney today, dropped her back off. She's good to go. Okay. All right, my friends. I'm tired. Yes, baby baller. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go live again tomorrow. My live tomorrow is probably gonna be earlier because I'm going to be home. So instead of doing 9, I'm probably going to do closer to like 6 or 7 so that I can go to bed earlier. Which I'll probably do that for the next 2 days. So make sure you're on my email list and I'll give you like a 30-minute reminder this time instead of 15 minutes. Oh, but just know the next 2 days, I'm most likely going to do my live sooner than 9 p.m. because I'm tired and I have been doing gig work in the morning, working for my business, taking a nap, gig work, more business, live, sleep, do it all over again. So I'm trying to, get my fresh momentum in and all the things. But anywho, enough about all of that. I will see you all tomorrow. Make sure you're on the email list so you can get the exact time. It's most likely not going to be 9, probably going to be 7. Or if I do it at 7, that means I can be done at 8. Yeah, I might do 6 or 7. Don't do 6 or 7 for the kids. 6 will probably be perfect. I'll email my email list. But I also have a lot of work to do tomorrow. So anywho, thank y'all so much for joining me for this live. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next live, seeing some of you on my email list, and seeing even more of you in the Content Cash Out membership. So have a good night. Bye.